Hi everyone, welcome back to Clarinet with Tony. Today we are going to talk about the G major scale. So G major scale just goes one whole note, sorry, not a whole note, one whole step below the A we learned the last episode, which is right there. That's a G, and then A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay, so thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is the G. Then just lift this A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And from here, G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, G. Sorry, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Sorry about that. So let's hear what it sounds like. Yeah, so that's it. So the thing about the clarinet is that the lower it goes, the kind of a quieter and more subdued its sound gets, and the higher you go, it gets very bright and it gets very like in your face kind of sound. It just naturally wants to do that. So what we want to do is that we want to try to fill the sound, fill the space a little bit more on the low notes. And then when we go higher and higher, we want to think about the E that we talked about last episode in A major and keep it focused and not just kind of this kind of like wild, going everywhere kind of sound. We want to get that kind of sound. So when I'm playing, so if I were to play just without thinking about any of those compensations, it'll sound like this. It sounds fine, but what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to play a little bit more in the bottom. And what this does is that although it might not really make sense right now, but what's the point? Where it does make sense is when you're on stage or when you're in the audience and when you hear or when you play the clarinet. It really makes a difference when you fill the instrument and your body is vibrating with air movement, and when it's not, the difference is really stark. So what I'm going to try to do, I don't know if it'll actually work, is I'm going to try to just play with not so much air, but enough air to be heard in this distance, and I'm going to use the same amount of air over there at the back. I would say this is about the dynamic that most students, when they first come to me, that's the dynamic they feel comfortable playing at forte. That's their forte. Okay. I'm trying really hard to not change anything. I might a little bit, but now let's try in a way that I would play on stage. So to be honest with you, I have no idea how it's gonna turn out listening back on this phone mic, a phone Zoom mic that I'm recording through. And microphones are great technology to have nowadays, but it'll never really be the same as real life listening. But I find that's what I find though when I'm playing a lot with full sound where my body is engaged, my lungs are full, and I feel like I'm really like I'm actually like jogging or running when my body's that engaged. But my sound tends to open up, and that's when it starts to actually intonation becomes stable because the airstream is stable, and articulation is easier because air support is there. So it all comes down to air, and of course, in order to play with good air, we need to take good breath, right? So what we talked about in the first episode for the B flat major is taking the breath in rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Not stopping, just circulating the air. So air. That kind of thing. So right there, actually, my sound didn't start right away because this was not secure. So I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna have enough pressure before I start. Air. There we go. So that time it's grab the sound right away. So anyway, I hope some of this was helpful to you. And next time I will come to you with another skill.